Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to Legrease Monkey stream number 2 of the week, number 5 or 4 of the beginning. I am your host, and it's good to see you guys. We're going to be continuing what we were working on yesterday, which was a low poly model of a VTuber that I know personally. Bird, it's so good to see you. Been so long. How you doing, Ferd? Ferd Dwayne Cotton? Actually, I didn't know that your name was like it had the whole thing. I thought it was just Ferd. Yeah, it's been like years. So it's good to see you being here. Been a long time. Anyway, we're gonna be going over the low poly thingy. Low poly thing. I was doing texture stuff yesterday and then I got frustrated and I stopped. Anyway, hello Spooky. Good to see you. But Ferd, how you been? How you been, Ferd? Alright, let's see where we left off. I missed your other streams. Nope. No worries missing the other streams. I'm gonna be streaming at least 4 days a week now. But like I recently got laid off, so I have all the time in the world to do some streams, do some learning, expand my skills, go back to creation. The usual nonsense. Same. Ah. All right, so where we left off. So we left off yesterday is that we were doing a UV unwrapping of this little chibi model. If we could see the where the there it is. So yes, we're doing a chibi model of a VTuber I know personally. Right here in the chat still, Spooky Monster. And we left off on UV unwrapping the poly model, and we all know how UV unwrapping goes. It's a pain. We're taking inspiration from another YouTuber that I have their link in my description. I want to give some credit here. I saw their work. I'm going to put the page here. I saw their work. They do like this like low poly 3D model thing, and they do it in Blender. Well, I don't know actually where they do. Oh no, they do it in Blender. It's like right on there. And it's just very cute. It's such a cute style. And I wanted to try my hand at some low poly modeling and see how to make like cute little characters. So our first little character will be this VTuber, a spooky monstera. I think that's it. So yeah, definitely check out their channel, Nupsu. Very cute stuff. So thank you, Nupsu, for the inspiration. Go. All right, so let's do this. So offline, I did some testing on how to UV unwrap this. I also did a little research on Nupsu's technique. They wrote an article, no, they were in an article where they talked about how they just do the UV unwrapping piece by piece. So that's how we're gonna do it. I made a preliminary texture that mimics like their layout, and then we'll slowly start building it. So we're gonna switch actually between this and Krita to make this. I've recently been using Krita for 2D stuff, and it's recently clicked. I've been trying so many different 2D softwares. I own every single one on like the iPad and the PC. I think I own all of them, all the big ones at least. And finally, I think I'm sticking with Krita for now. I am now used to it. And yeah, so we'll be using Krita for doing the textures outside of Blender. I was trying to do it inside of Blender yesterday, but it is, I don't know if it's me or if it's Blender. I think it's me, but I have a little bit of trouble getting things to look the way it looks. I am also, like I said, I also got used to like the 2D software and stuff. So all right, so let's start going bit by bit here. Bit by bit, what we're gonna do here. All right, so let's do the face first. I think I already unwrapped it, but I'll unwrap it again for the stream. So basically, let's select it all. We'll just do an unwrap and do it like this. So what I think I should do, we'll change it as we go. Let me make cameras invisible. Okay. So basically, we want to unwrap this, and I'm going to unwrap it from the front view. So let me hit the screencast keys. Go, and actually, let me change the screencast keys. I realized that it's blue and it kind of like fades in. There we go. Okay. So the way that we're going to unwrap this is piece by piece, which I got that information from an article from Nupsu, what I said earlier. And we're going to select the face. We'll select these four. We'll hit U. We'll hit unwrap based on angle. And now we got the face. And nope, not on angle. That's not what I wanted to do. There's no print on my keys, so I'm always hitting the wrong keys. I'm not sure why I do this to myself. I may switch it back. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna select the four faces in front. Hit U. Nice. And do project from view. And then that'll give me the actual like view from the front half. Another thing that I did offline was I realized I was in perspective mode and I should have been in orthographic. You can see in the top left here it says orthographic. It just allows it so I don't see as much distortion. There's a little bit of distortion when I was there was some distortion when I was like editing, and it was kind of difficult to like manage. So okay, so we did that. We'll grab this and we'll make it large in the corner here. What's interesting about Nupsu's is that their face takes up this entire left square. So maybe I'm doing something wrong. Let me isolate this and see if I can go into edge mode by pressing 2. We'll select the edges and then we'll hit G twice. Or maybe scale it. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. What's going on? Okay, we'll grab the edges. We'll move the edges. We're gonna look at it from above. We're gonna select the X mirror. Let's look at it from above, and then let's see. Like, should we make it wider? That weird? Hold on, let's see what it looks like. You can't even see it coming out of there. All right, maybe I'm wrong for this. Maybe I'm overcomplicating this. Let's just go with the flow. I'm going to look at it front end again. I think the face can fit there and it won't be weird. Right? Kind of feels like it should be slid a little bit to the right, like this. Okay, The face is a little wider now. Now, like I said, we'll hit 3 to go to face mode, select all the faces, the 4 faces, I should say, just piece by piece. We'll hit unwrap, or U, I'm sorry, and then project from view. What's project from view from bounds mean? Project the UV vertices of the mesh as seen in the current 3D view. If I do just this way, oh, I guess it fills it out. Okay, so we're gonna put this up here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start just UV unwrapping everything. In the Nupsu video on the bottom right is the hair. And I think there's an add-on that I have for straightening out the UV. So we're gonna do the hair now. So we got the face. And actually, let's unwrap the rest of the head. And it's broken up into like a bunch of little pieces. Can we make it not that? Okay, great. So this is the bottom half of the head. We'll just shrink it down, put it in a corner here. So now we got, let's sync this up too. Okay, so we got this. We'll put this in the corner. That's gonna be the bottom of the head. All right, let's do the hair now. And we'll do that piece by piece. I think I may have complicated the hair a little bit, but we'll just do it piece by piece. We're gonna take off the solidify modifier and realize that our head is our hair needs a little work. Let's just move this hair so it goes over the head properly, and we're going to use the I like lose my train of thought. We're gonna use the proportional editing here. So bring it out. There you go. So it kind of just covers the head. I just want to make sure there's like no edge that's missing there. Okay, now let's see this piece by piece. Then I was wondering if this should go up and be cut like this. I think that makes sense. She's looking cute though. All right, so let's do this strand by strand. So I'm gonna go to face mode, and we're gonna pick the bangs first. So we'll just do these 3. We'll hit U. We'll hit unwrap on angle, and then we have the UV here. I downloaded an extension from the extension store. Is that what it's called? Get extensions. And it's called UV Toolkit. So get UV Toolkit because it has one button that I'm going to be using. And that button is straighten out UVs. So we could see that the UVs are kind of crooked here. Here's the UV Toolkit right here. It has a bunch of options. I'm not going to use most of them. In the UV editor, on the top left, UV editor, we'll go to UV Toolkit. We'll go onto unwrap and we'll do straighten UVs. When we click on that, it says need to disable UV sync. UV sync's up here in the top left. And then we'll select straighten out UVs. I wonder if that's straightening it out in a good way. Let's see. I'm gonna save just to make sure. Okay, so I did gridify instead. Align the faces. Okay, so let's see if this is good. And we'll go to edit mode. Can we do this in here? Hold on. Why can't I see the image? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna grab this, we're gonna bring it down, and I'm just gonna put it in this corner because that's where the hair is gonna be. Just as a test, I'm gonna see how this looks here. We're gonna right click. Let's do a dot there. We can't see the hair there being reflected, and that's because the material that is on the hair needs to be the same one. So let's click on the hair, go to material, change that to, it's called head. And there's a lot of other UVs that are there. So this is interesting. And does it work like that? Yeah, I think this is gonna work. So let's do it to the rest of the hairs. It looks pretty funny. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this so I could see it better. I'm gonna go to Krita and I have it here, and I'm going to create a green, a normal green, temporary green, because there's a specific green we have to use. Square. So we're going to do this. Instead of outline, we'll go here. We'll go foreground color. And then we will green. There we go. We will then hit File, Export, PNG. We'll save this. Hit OK. We'll go back to Blender. We'll hit Alt R, which will reload it, and then we got the green going on there. Okay. Then what we'll do is we will select the hair and just unwrap the whole thing as one piece. And then we'll fix it afterwards. Oh, I didn't do that one strand. God. Unwrap. Unwrap it a different way. Unwrap smart. There we go. And then unwrap. Wonder how this is keeping. Okay, doesn't matter. So we'll select this. Select the hair with L, shrink it down. We'll take off proportional editing there. Shrink this down. And then we're going to start doing it piece by piece. There we go. So we got the green hair back. And just to make this even easier looking, I'm going to save, go back to Krita, and I'm going to do a gradient. We're going to select this, make it a little darker, a little bluer. Okay. And for this one, we will desaturate it a little more, make it a little brighter. All right, and hit OK. And then we'll make a gradient. Let's make this gradient stronger. Let's make this even brighter. Make this even darker. There we go. This is just so I can see it properly. We'll do that. We'll hit, what is it? Export. Export to there. Hit OK. Switch back. Hit Alt R. And now we can start getting this properly made here. Okay, so now the UV editing is like just a freaking hassle, man. We'll do unwrap based on angle. We'll straighten out the UVs. We'll unsync this. We'll straighten out the UVs. We'll see what this looks like. Nice. Okay, so we'll do this piece by piece for the whole way around. We'll do this. We'll unwrap. We will select the piece here. We will straighten out. We will shrink. Put it in. Cool. And I'm going to make a quick shortcut here. I'm going to hit right click. Nope. I'm going to hit U. I'm going to right click on this unwrap and hit add to quick favorites. So now I can just hit Q, then unwrap. Select this one, straighten it out, rinse and repeat. And then we'll fix it. Oh, looks like this one's upside down. We will rotate 180. There we go. Scale. And we'll keep going. All right. This is the tedium. Edit mode, select this. Oh, Q, Q, Q. I can hit Q. Unwrap, select, straighten, grab. Scale. There you go. Same thing. Maybe I should have done both of these at the same time. Unwrap. Oops. Q, unwrap, select, straighten. Yeah. Scale. Okay. Keep it going. Unwrap. Keep hitting U. All right. And rinse and repeat. We're rinsing. We're repeating. Doesn't stop. Scale. Holding middle click just to pick the direction. There you go. Cool. Keep it going. Q, unwrap, scale, straighten, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Looky there. And I guess we'll just keep it all, we'll do it all the way around. I guess it'll look fine. Think. Oh, same thing. Unwrap, like straighten, scale. Ugh. Let me drink some water. Think about what we've done. Contemplate. Ponder. Pontificate. All right, on to the next one. This one. You unwrap, select, straighten, scale. It's working out. And out. I wonder if I should just do this in a one clump. Let's see what it looks like. View, unwrap, select, straighten, scale. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't do it one clump. I have to redo this one. Because once this has like some more textures and stuff on that, I don't think it's gonna work out. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, you know? Crossing bridges. How do we get there? View, unwrap, straighten, scale, grab. And the last one. This worked out. Really glad I figured this out off stream. Straighten. Go. There we go. Now we got a nice little gradient going. I think I see this head popping up. Yep, that's the head. All right. So we got the hair. I wonder if we should do the same with the balls, the space buns. So let's do this. Let's unwrap. But do it by projection, by view. So we'll hit U, no, edit, view, by projected view, and do the right thing. That, view, projected view. There we go. And then now, oh yeah, that's right. The space buns doesn't have the right texture on it or material. We'll change the material to head. And we'll make sure this is called the right thing. We'll call it low poly text. Just so we know it's there. Okay, and these buns share the same UVs, I believe, so they should both be seen there. We'll shrink it. We'll rotate it. Let's look at it without anything. There you go. I think that's correct there. I want the bright side to be at the top. We stretched it. All right, I'm probably gonna have to fix that later, but we'll leave it as is for now. All right, we got the gradient going. Hair be good. Just let me fix it now. Let me not do this to myself. Go to edit mode. Like, oh, we'll hit U. I'm gonna right click, add the quick favorite, so I could just hit Q. Project from view. So this should be the projected view right now. This. Really, I should rotate this like this. And now we should have the gradient that's. We're gonna line it up like this. And then let's just, yeah, let's scale it. Never mind. Let's hope that works. Let's hope that works later. All right, they're in reverse, so we're gonna rotate 180, and then we should be good. There you go. You can tell that gradient's much better. Cool. Now let's continue. What else can we do here? Let's do the braids. And I wonder if I'm gonna have to scrap the braids because they feel complicated. I think I overcomplicated the braid. The braids, one of the braids literally has more like vertices than the head itself. So we might skip the braids. Let's try it. Let's add the low poly texture on one. Oh, maybe it can work actually. Hold on. I might be able to do this. We'll select this. I'm going to select every green one. And I'm going to project, unwrap, see what that gives me. A bunch of the same ones. So if we were to select these individual pieces, I wish there was a way. I'm sure there's a way to line all these up. Tools, UV sync. Spin, transform. So if we got all these and then we packed them, would that work? No, that just packed them in like the way. Okay, let's do projection from view. And let's just grab it. Do it this way. Let's see what that looks like. Really can't tell. We'll grab this. And then I will select the other colors. This one, this one. This one and this one. We will look at it from the front view. We'll hit project view. We'll select this. This seems to work. And then we're going to erase this extra texture here for material. All right, that should give me the gradient that I was looking for. Then, yeah, it's doing the thing I was expecting it to be. So what if we reversed it? What if we did it the other way? What if we rotated it, scaled it down, scaled it this way? Crazy? At least you can see the braids better. Let's pick the other braids. Do something here. All right, let's pick these dark ones here. Dark, dark. Okay. I did this wrong. Do this again. Boom, unwrap, project from view, grab, rotate, scale, and scale upwards. This. See what that looks like. Definitely freaking weird. I think I might scrap these braids for now until I can figure out a simpler way to go about it. Right now, have some back face culling stuff. Let me erase these braids. We're gonna redo them. Erase. Why can't I see the back half? Is it back face culling on? Here. Huh, I usually thought that like you could see the back half of the hair. I guess if we'll have to add in the modifier here. See it. Getting the hair down pretty good. We sacrificed the braids for now. Now let's do the shirt or the body, and then we will do the jacket. So the jacket will go on the bottom here. Bring this back. Let's see what it does when we just do unwrap. Based on that. Let's isolate it. Let's unwrap it a different way. We're gonna cut the top off. Go ahead, Control E. We'll do mark seams. And Lonnie, good to see you. Doing good, continuing the low poly model. Going through hell, doing UV unwrapping, but sometimes you can't avoid it. What was I doing? Control E, mark seams. And now we will select all of it and then unwrap. Think that's good. So I'm gonna select the two here. That's the bottom and the top. We will just put that in a corner somewhere for now. I'm going to change the material for this to the low texture poly. And we're gonna select the shirt. We're gonna rotate it by 90. That's my mouse moving on its own. We'll scale it down. We'll bring it down here. We'll grab these guys, bring it in a corner there. And then we're gonna grab this and then gridify. What part of the process are you on? I didn't quite catch what you said. So right now we're kind of like cutting up the seams, like if this was like a doll or like a stuffed animal. We're figuring out where the seams are at so we can flatten out and then we can start painting on the material. So I'm right now cutting it piece by piece. We cut the shirt. I mean, we cut the hair. We cut the face so far. I haven't drawn on the face yet, but yeah, we're doing that. So let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna select this. If I just put straight in UVs, I think that's probably the better choice there. Grab this, scale it up, and then if we were to draw on this, see where that would be. We'll isolate it. We'll draw on this. The front. Is this mirrored? By golly, it is. By golly, it is. So what we'll do is... That makes sense. That makes sense. It should be mirrored. So we'll do this. If we were to paint the top here, this is the sides. Kind of makes it confusing. This is the front. So I think I might want to unwrap this a different direction. If this is, so this is wrapping around the back. These are the edges. So that means I should put the seam on the other end. Doesn't make sense right now, but we'll do it. Control E, we'll clear the seams and we'll put it on the front. Control E, mark seams. Select all, unwrap. Actually, let's not unwrap all of it. Let's just unwrap the faces that I need here. Unwrap. Rotate on the 90. Negative 90. Straighten out UVs. Scale. And let's see what happens now. Oh my god. Not intuitively making sense. So if I put... Where's the dot? This is the front again. Like, I have to think about like a doll. The seams would be on the sides. And then there'll be a front and a back. Right? Because I don't want to paint on it like this, where like the front is this end and this end. So let's pick the seams again. We'll clear these seams. And we'll put the seam... Okay, this top half is bothering me. We're going to fix the top half. 1 second. Oh, you know what's also confusing me? Is that this mirror modifier isn't applied. Let's just apply this mirror modifier. And that should solve some of my issues. Okay, there we go. We'll grab that. I'm going to delete the top half and the bottom half. And then we're going to choose a grid fill. So we'll hit the second line. So I'm going to choose the edge. I'm going to do, is it Control F? And then do grid fill. That'll fill up the top and the bottom like that. Same thing at the bottom. Control F, grid fill. It doesn't look good. Oh no, I just did a regular fill. We need grid fill. There we go. And then now the top and the bottom make more sense. Okay, and then we will... Where's the front? This is the front. So we will make the seam here where we can't see it back. Hit Control E, mark seam. We will select the faces we need to do. We'll unwrap it. There we go. This is looking, I think, better. We'll see. We'll do negative. We'll straighten out the UVs. We'll scale down. Scale up. Honestly, this may be taking up too much space, but it's fine. Let's shift control this. Let's make this go away. And then shift control green. Let's see where the front is. So the front is here. So this would be easier to paint. And honestly, you don't really see past the jacket. Okay, so we'll make 2 seams. We'll make that seam there, and then we'll also make the seam. There's riveting content, I know. Seams. Can we see this line while she's there? We can. Okay, so that'll be the line. Right here. Control E, mark seam. Now, select the face, hold Alt, select all. We'll unwrap it. Now this should be the back half. So we will scale this because we don't care about this down. Rotate by 90 negative, bring that up here. We'll select this, we'll rotate by 90 negative. Like this. Rotate by 90 negative, and then we'll straighten UVs, scale down, and then we should have some space here. Okay, now when I paint, this is the front. Beautiful. That was a hassle. Let's reward ourselves with some hydration. Let's drink some water. Think about what we've done with our life. Look up into the middle distance and contemplate and pontificate on the existence of the universe. Drink some coffee. And yeah, we did good. Okay, cool. So that's the front. And it makes sense. So we'll erase that. And cool. And just to make sure, we're gonna put this guy right here. We'll put this in a corner somewhere, like super tiny, because this is just gonna be blacked out. We'll fix that later. Cool. We got the body. And just for good measure, we're gonna go into Krita. And what was I doing? And add in a gradient just so we could see the gradient. The gradient will go dark down up. Okay, so let's pick the gradient. Krita is so base. Yes, I've been getting pretty decent with Krita. I like it a lot. All right, let's make another one of these. We'll hit save. Let's get the square and we'll zoom in. Been doing a lot of 2D drawings in Krita and rendering. I've been learning how to shade and render. I'm getting pretty decent. Getting pretty decent. He's a little critter. Exactly. All right, let's do a gradient. We'll choose black and white. Why didn't do the black and white? Oh, I see. We'll do black and white. We'll edit this. We'll make this dark. And we'll keep it like that. Hit OK. For the gradient, we'll do linear. And we'll bring it up like that. There you go. We'll save this, but we'll do a file export, and we will save this as a PNG. We'll hit save, hit OK, go back to Blender, Control Alt R, or not Control Alt R, and we're back. We got our gradient. Cool. So that's looking good. What's weird is this thing here. Hold on, let's fix this. What is this? Is there just like extra points here? Hold on. I'm gonna select all this, hit M, merge by distance. Guess not. When's the last time you saved? I've been hitting Control S religiously. So we're good now. I did it again. Thank you though. I've been Krita has crashed on me. I was doing some animation in Krita and it's cannot handle it. At least crashed on my computer. Then I was using this other software, this animation software called like Tahoma 2D, which is like a fork off of OpenTunes, which is the software that Studio Ghibli used. Anyway, that was crashing on me. I'm like, maybe I gotta refresh my computer. Anyway, why are these just out? That doesn't make any sense to me. It makes me feel like there's an extra vertices in here. Guess not. Okay. I think we're good still. Let's do the legs. So we'll get the legs. I think they are sharing the same mesh. And we will isolate this. And this one's an easy one. We'll do it the seam in the back. So we'll go to edit mode. We'll hit 2. We'll select the back half. And honestly, I don't think we need this face or this face, since they're going into the shoe and into the body. And the seam that we'll do is in the back leg here. We'll put the seam right here. 2. We'll hit Control E, mark seam, and then we will hit A, Q, unwrap. There it is. That's our leg. We can see that the leg doesn't have the right material, so we'll go to the material. We'll switch it to. We'll take this one off. Switch this one to low poly texture. Now we can see the textures in there. We can see it's the wrong way. It's this way, 90 degrees negative. And for right now, we will just do it this way for now. So we'll fix it soon. Cool. So that's unwrapped. We will unisolate this. And we'll start, after this is all unwrapped, then we'll go into Krita and see how I can make these textures. I'm like confident and not confident in this specifically. Okay, so for the jacket, let's do the hands. They're just gonna be skin tone, so these should be easy. Go in, we will look at it from the front. We'll hit A, we'll hit Q, we'll hit project from view, and now we got the little ball, and I can go in a corner here. That's fine. These two share the same thing. And I believe these share the same mesh too. Beautiful. So for the jacket, we'll put the seam in the back. We'll go to edit mode, and we'll put the seam in the back here. I don't think we need this face. Maybe we don't need the face on the sleeve, but we'll keep it for now. But I'm going to cut it. So we'll put a seam right over this face here. Control E, mark seam. And then we will mark this seam. Control E, mark seam. Cool, there's our seam. Now we will unwrap it again. And I think we'll make the sleeve on the right side here. Let's see what that looks like. Like, oh, unwrap, and there's our sleeve. So we can see the sleeve pretty well here. We'll hit L, we'll rotate on the -90, and then we'll hit straighten UVs. Oh, take this option off. Then straighten UV. Scale this guy down. And I wonder how I would do this. So I'm going to switch the material to the sleeve to the same one. So I'll doing the same thing there. And then I'm going to go into Krita, and we will do the next piece. We will make this pink. We'll select this, and just sake of this, right here. And we'll also do a gradient for this. So we'll go to the gradient. And we will edit the gradient. Let's just do it to white, just like that. We'll do save, but we'll also export it to the texture. Hit yes, okay. And then we'll switch back. And then hit Alt R, that'll update. And then we'll go here. And we'll see how this thing works. Like, would I have to rotate it 90 and squish it on the X? That makes what that looks like. No, it would be the other way. So we would bring it here, we'll squish it, scale it on the Y. Okay, and then we will grab this octagon shape. We will, oop, that's not what I wanted. We'll grab this, straighten out. Guess you can't straighten that out, huh? All right, so we're gonna rotate like this. We're gonna squish it on the Y. And we'll just put the pink here. Okay. Does Eevee just automatically have backface culling when it renders? Let's make sure. If I type in backface culling, backface. Oh yeah, it does have backface culling on the camera. So we're gonna turn that off. And that was in the material itself. That's where it's at. So we will unisolate this. We'll also take it off of. Oh no, it's on the same texture. Okay. Gonna be a challenge. Figuring out where to put all the UVs on the texture. I may use multiple textures. It'll be nice just to do one texture. But for this first one, maybe we can solve it. Maybe we can solve it. We'll hit Control S because we save. Thank you, Lonnie. Okay, let's do the rest of the jacket. Let's bring this back. Let's take off the modifiers. We have a mirror. So we're gonna apply the mirror. And make the solidify. And I think this was easy. We'll probably just cut it from the back. So let's isolate it. Edit mode to select, Control E, mark seam, select, view, unwrap. So we have two the same. We select those. We will make these match here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that. I'll select this one. And I can do selection to cursor. Let's do the islands. And then selection. We have a how it goes to the center. We'll scale this. We'll scale it from the. There we go. Another kind of like overlapping. And we'll change the jacket. We'll undo that. We will put the material to the right one. Take this off. Okay, and then we'll select. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something here. I think there's gonna be a lot of squish textures. So right now, this is what we're doing, just to see what it looks like. Cool. And then we're missing the Crocs. Let's make this gradient different. Instead of white, we'll do that pink, except darker, a little purple. Go, we'll hit OK. I think we'll do it even darker than that. We'll save, export here, yes, okay, switch back, Alt R. All right, so the jacket has the gradient. Okay. All right, now let's do the Crocs. I think we will be done. And then we're gonna have to solve more problems before we even think. I don't have enough space for everything. So let's choose one of the Crocs. For the Crocs, we'll do this. We will go to edit mode and we will select the bottom half. That'll be a seam. And then the top half will be a seam. Top and bottom, and then we will break the seam from the back here. We'll select all, we'll unwrap. Let's just unwrap this half. Here we go. Just select these. Don't really matter. It's just on the bottom, but this is gonna matter. So rotate these 90 and straighten these. We'll see the gradient there. Why don't we see? Oh, because we have to change the material. Material, low poly, and then we'll see the gradient. There we go. And instead, we will rotate on the X for 180 and bring it down. We'll bring it back 180. There we go. So they go from dark to light. You can barely tell, but it's there. Then for the other half, which is this, wild. Only How about cube projection? No. How about cylindrical? Here. We're just gonna do it from projection. We'll project it from the front and we'll... Okay. Put this right here. All right. Feeling good. Now, let's see all... Oh, we gotta do the hands. We'll take off the solidify. They are sharing the same mesh. Do an unwrap. Scale it down. We'll just put it in the black for now. Change the material. Low poly texture. And then we'll have to fix it. Okay. So I'm gonna purge all the stuff that's not being used, which is quite a bit. Purge those materials. We're gonna erase a couple of these. We'll erase this. We'll erase the ground. And we'll purge again. Okay. Getting tired already. Okay. Cool. So let's look at all our UVs here and see how we can even mitigate this. Okay. So for these balls, let me select these, project from view. We'll just keep them here for now. All right. That's all our UVs. And there's so many. How are we going to do this? Guess we'll do it sloppy and use multiple textures. I don't need to optimize. And we will use we'll do the UVs correct. But okay. I'm just thinking. Let me think. Give it the old thinkeroo. Do a bunch of little individual textures. But man, if I could figure out how to just do it in one, that'd be great. All right, let's just hit edit mode and see if we can just rearrange them. What we're going to do is we're going to go into, we're going to maximize this. We're going to go to edit mode. And we're going to figure out these UVs here. Okay. So these ball shapes go to the side here. All right. What is this? Okay, these are just the tops and bottoms. Okay. Can I switch these easily? I can. Okay. Let's arrange these UVs. So right. Good, what the This is gonna be a big puzzle piece here. Or puzzle piece in it. Go. That's the face. This is the neck. It's gonna be much smaller. What is this? Oh, these are the buttons. Lower that. Is this also a button? Bro, they don't share the same. Okay, so that's bad. That's okay. Okay. What is this? Oh yeah, that's the head part. And how do they do it? Like from the example, what I was seeing, they do such a good job at doing the UV stuff. We're gonna separate all these pieces out. For all these octagons, hexagons, pentagons. Doesn't matter. Oh, okay. He's getting wrecked. Okay. Can I do this where I go selection to cursor? Nope. Selection to cursor. There we go. Selection to cursor. Then we can start lining all these up. There we go. These can all just be stacked. They're, I think, just caps. Wherever these are. Can't even see them change. You can tell when something's being affected because we move it and the face changes. Okay. All right. So I think let's do this. All right. So let's fit in the face. We're going to try and do this in one texture. We'll fit in the face right there. Then we'll fit in the right here. Honestly, it doesn't even need to be that big. It be like super tiny texture. Then what is this? The neck. The neck can also be super tiny because it's just going to be skin color. Like this. Maybe even microscopic. What's this? These are the legs. All right, where could we fit the legs? Let's figure out the body first. So is this the body? It is. I think the body also needs a good texture. We'll put that there in the corner. We'll put the texture here and maybe we can shrink it. Make some space. Okay. Then we can definitely just make the back of the croc black here, and this can be super tiny. The corner here. What is this? These are the buttons. Is this also a button? It is. Honestly, these should be sharing the same mesh. Shouldn't have two different UVs. Let's check on that. Okay, so there's two meshes in one object. We're gonna hit P to separate the loose parts. Are they being mirrored? These two are sharing. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll hit P, we'll separate loose parts, and then we can just erase this one. We will select that. We will hit the origin, put it to the volume. And then we will hit Alt D to do a duplication, and then we'll hit Control MX. That'll flip it around. Cool. And then we will grab both of these, Alt D. That'll be a linked duplication. There. And now that should be sharing one UV. Okay. So we'll hit unwrap. Wrap it with a Q. That's stupid. Aren't UV? That's stupid. Cylindrical. Sphere. It honestly doesn't matter. We'll just do. I'm overcomplicating. But this is just a button that's like. We'll go to edit mode. We'll hit 2. And we will just make these seams here. Control E, mark seams, hit all, Q, unwrap. All right, and these things can be microscopic. These don't have to be anywhere either. Do this, we'll make sure that we have the right material, low text poly, good. We'll select this one. Shrink it down. It can take up the same space. Literally, does not matter because it's going to be a singular color. And then we can shrink this down microscopically to a corner here. And we'll make it white later. Okay. Cool. Let's select it all again. And let's continue trying to organize this. This guy can just be over here somewhere. Okay. So what is this? And what is this? What is it? So tiny. So that's that seam. Oh, this is also just the top seam as well? Bro. This can also be microscopic, as it already is. This can also exist over itself. Okay. I think we could do this. I think the sleeves is what's getting me. So we'll see about. Okay. And then what is this? The leg? The shoes. What's interesting about the shoe though? Oh, it's because they're mirrored. Okay. Sit down. These shoes can be like right next to it. We got the shoes there. Cool. I think we could. I think we got it. I think I overcomplicated. I think we got it. Okay, we got that. We got that. We also put. Okay. What is this? This is still the top of the head, top of the body. Be microscopic as well. This. What that is. Okay. So let's see what this is. Is the bottom of the shoes. And these are the same. Put that there, that there. They're overlapping. Fine. Care about these either. They could just be right there. Okay. Then we have this, which is this is the back of the head. And this can be small here. That is a different color. Cool. And then what is this? Are these the space buns? Nope, these are the hands. Hands can just go in the corner here. Cool. And then the, if I remember, are the accessories. So we'll do this. That selected, selected. Then they overlap each other. We'll put them Also, just okay. So I have these lines. They're weird, but we'll put them in the place like at the bottom here. Doesn't matter. I think we did it. I think we're doing it. We'll hit Control S. Does a lot of work. Drink some water. Think about what we've done. Ah. And then what is this? The final two parts here. Oh, is this the legs? These are the legs. Put the legs right here. There's room there. Okay. Then what is the they're like, what's the top of that? We're just gonna erase that. Care about that of the neck. What's this? The bottom. Let's isolate the neck. And also delete that too. Don't need that. Okay. Cool. Let's go back. All UVs accounted for. Now let's do some organizing. Oh no, we gotta figure out the sleeves and the jacket. Then we got it. It looks like we got some good room in here. So we'll do this. Can we just erase this? Oh, I see. Make this an N-gon. One of those things that we keep microscopic as well, right here. And then we'll do the same thing here. F. Hit project. Scale down. Actually, we'll do some cursor just like this. Wrap. Selected. Now we got both of these. Now they can both just overlap each other. Pick up any. Okay. Riveting stuff. All right, so let's do the sleeves first to figure out where we can fit these. I think for the front here, I think for the body, I think we can rotate this on the 90 and shrink it down and make some space here. So that's the body. What is this? This is the leg. We'll rotate this on the 90 as well. Let's get another 90 on here. Cool. Is this the Crocs? They're the Crocs. We can bring the Crocs up here. These are part of all our tiny things we don't care about right now. Include this one as well. One down here too. Cool. Cool. And then we figure out our sleeve situation. So we'll do an unwrap. I don't want to deal with this face right now, so let's just not use it right now. just figure out how to unwrap this in a way that keeps its proportions. 90 negative, because you can see that it's sleeve. And then we'll go to UV toolkit. Gridify? Gridify? Nope. Straighten out. I think straightening out is probably it. We did this one. I think straighten out is probably the best. Okay, then we can bring this down. We can bring it over here. We will select all. Go to edit mode. We'll sync this back up. Then we got our sleeve right here. Takes up a lot of space, but this back of the head doesn't have to be big. And rotate down over here. And select this. What is this? The buns? Nope, these are the hands. These hands, honestly, we're just gonna keep them one solid color, no detail. Really, we can just put the corner over here. And honestly, we could put the hand down here. Okay, and then like these, take the back of the head. This can also be tiny. We'll make it tinier, and then we'll see how bad it is when we get to it. Okay. Now we're gonna solve for the sleeve here, or the jacket itself, which two halves. I don't know, understand why they're in two halves. Hold on. We'll hit M by distance. Gonna take off the solidify. See how there are two halves? Something weird going on here. Maybe not. Okay. It works now. Okay. Now let's go to edit mode. Let's unwrap. Now this is two halves. But should it be two halves or should it be one half? No, it should be two halves. Because then what we can do is we can stack them on top of each other. And that's the thing I want to figure out, how to stack these UVs. I think this is how we'll do it. The L, we'll do center it to there. If we do this one, you can see that it's mirrored. If I hit Control M, X, and then put it there, boom, they're stacked. Then they would be mirrored on the side here. Cool. And then we'll select all, we'll go to edit, and then we can fit the jackets right here. And then we'll fix the coloring and all that. Cool. I think that's probably the way to go about it. Oh wait, do we rotate it? It should be this way. Straighten the UVs. Put that off. This is the top half. And this, the whole sleeve can fit right, not the sleeve, but the whole jacket can fit there. Now I feel like I'm not, I have like this whole section here. Maybe this can be for the hair now. I can just use this for different parts of the hair. Cool. Let's get the space buns. Let's just have them separate for now. Oh, it's just one because they share the UVs. Okay. I think we have everything separated now. You start figuring out how to go about this. All right. Let's start from the hair. We're going to take away the hands. We're going to now slowly texture our way from top to bottom. But that was the UV process. I think I can do it faster next time. Now that I understand what I'm doing here. Okay. So let's get rid of, or not get rid of, but let's not see. Let's not see those space buns and the hand. Work with the hair first. All right. Okay. So now what we could do is we can export the UVs into the texture and then be able to do it in CritUp. So let's do that. Got our hair texture. And I'm going to select all. And then go to UVs. Nope. We'll go here to UVs, export UV layout. Go to textures. We'll name it this, and we'll put UV layout. Like this. We'll hit over, nope, we'll just export it. Then we'll go to Kriti. We'll go to Lekrita. Then we will find that UV layout. We'll bring it in here. We'll bring it to the top. I do not see it. Is that not? Oh, it didn't like render out anything. Okay, let's do it again. Select all. UVs. Export UV layout. This right here. Five. Overwrite. Switch to Krita. And then put it in here. There it is. So I can see where I'm doing that. I'm curious if I export the layout and I put 0% fill opacity. I don't like the fill opacity. Overwrite. We're in Krita. We'll erase this. Nice. And then it's just the lines. Cool. Now, then let me do some marking so I can remember in Blender where stuff is. Oh no, I'm doing the hair right now, so I don't have to do marking. Okay. So let me get my tablet out and we'll do some stuff. Oh, what is that UV there? Hold on. Last thing. What is this? Like inner head? Oh, that's just the top. Could that be a gradient too? Like we straightened it out. And then I guess that's fine. Made it like a small line. That's fine. Okay. So we'll go back to Crit Up and let me lower the opacity on this. And then I'm gonna use a reference of what are they? Nupsu. Gotta kind of copy their what they got going on. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna copy what they got going on, but then I gotta do my own thing really. Let me plug in my tablet. Okay, tablet plugged in. Layer here. And what they got going on is, let me get a color palette going. Add in a new color palette. We'll call it Uku, like the VTuber. Hit okay. We'll edit this. We'll edit this down to like two rows of 5. Okay, and then we're gonna bring in and we're just gonna color pick the colors from the VTuber here. These color picking. All right, so for the first one, we will do, let's do this, the darkest green be here. Oh my God, Critter crashed. Lame. Let's open up. Maybe it's because I'm streaming in Blender, in Krita, playing music, Chromecast, Chrome open. Do the same thing. It's all good. We'll do 2 rows of 5. Save again and stop. Control T. And now we'll start color picking. Again. Be here. Scroll in. Darkest, and we'll just hit there. We'll do the lightest green, which will let's do the darkest. I think saturated though. Here. Do the lightest pink. Like over here. We'll adjust these colors as we go. We will do this dark color. We'll probably fix the skin tones as well. So we'll do normal skin tone here. The blush. And then yeah, we're definitely gonna fix these colors. Be the dark. Oh, and I'm missing purples. Let's edit this. Let's do 2 rows of 5. Right? And then the purple stuff. So dark purple, light purple, like a middle purple. And I think that's all the colors. I think that's all of it. Maybe we'll do this white, even though I just think it's white. Bone white. Maybe whatever this lavender is. I think that's all the colors. We'll save this. All right, we got our palettes. We will make that go away. Oh, you know what? Let's connect here. Do like a mid green somewhere. We'll fix these. We'll fix them. Okay, now we'll save this palette. Now we'll make that invisible. Red. Bring it down. That. Now we can start doing stuff here. So I think I can erase everything but the layout here. And the lines, because they don't matter anymore. Let's erase everything. Just to make sure, we're going to put this as a middle gray background, that is. Oh, now I can't see the edge. Put it as a dark gray. Just to be able to like see here. We'll lock that one as well. Red. Let's save. We'll open up the next one. And what were we doing? We're doing the hair. Right now the hair is encompassed in all of this here. So I'm gonna grab green color. Green. We'll look at our reference, that video, link in the description. Looks like there's a gradient from top to bottom. Dark, there should be a middle. Dark, okay. So let's actually do this. We're gonna lock the transparency. We'll only paint on that. The UV's lighter. And we'll kind of mimic what they got going on here. So we'll do the dark green. We will call this hair, base. We'll save. We'll right click. We'll do group, clipping. Our mask layer. We'll call this shadows. We'll call the grouping layer hair. Hit save, and we'll start slowly building this out here. And then I'm gonna grab one of my tools there. We'll do a dynamic brush. Here it's at 92.6 over there. We'll do the dark, and then we'll see what. Oh, what they got going on is something like this. Put the mass up with our brush a little better. Maybe it's a little big. And then they got kind of like this thing going on. Actually, a space in between will bring down the mass a little bit. Too out of control. There you go. What they got. They also, what they have here, let's see, put the shadow as overlay or multiply. Oh, overlay. Might work. They also got a gradient going, but they got a hard gradient. So we'll do the light color now. Light. L-I-G-H. Light. Right. And then what they got going on is this color, and we'll fix all these colors. This is what we have different. We'll bring it underneath. Oh, I guess we can't do light just now. But normal. Make sure that that can't get in between there. Got this going on. They got going on is something like this. Once again, definitely check out their channel. Right, and then they got a gradient. So we're gonna put gradient here. And then we'll cut it to that. We'll pick the gradient tool. And then we'll add a gradient. We'll call it green. We'll add a gradient from the dark. And we'll add in light. Whoopsies. Hold on. See the gradient just yet. Now we'll add gradient dark, gradient light. And then what I want to do is I want to shift these colors. So we're gonna shift it a little bit to the right. Okay. And then bring this a little to the right, clockwise. Maybe a little more. Goes into like a blue color. All this green. Okay. Open this up. Do it the other way. The gradient up like that. For this highlight, we'll change it to addition. Bring the opacity just by a smidge. We got a gradient going on. I think what we can also do is for the shadow, we'll right click to layer styles. We do something interesting. Inner shadow. Outer glow. Outer glow. This may be overkill. What it looks like. Spreads out. Bring it low opacity. We'll do an addition. It isn't by my favorites. Very subtle. I think it's there. The color, this yellow here. Fairly noticeable. Okay, super subtle, doesn't matter. I think I overkilled it there. And then that's our hair. All right, so we'll hit Control S to save that, but then we'll export it. Export as a PNG, and we'll export it here. Okay. And then now we switch back to Blender, and she should turn all gray except for her hair. Go. Now we can start messing kind of with these hair follicles and choosing different ones. Right now it looks a little scuffed, but we'll fix it now. Take off the wireframe for a second. And let's figure out now how we can do this for real, for real. We do from projection. If we do gridify, make it look all janky. Oops. Hit. What happens when wrong button? Okay. Scale X. I think I might have to redo this hair. I think that's what this is looking like. And we'll do individual hair follicles there. I don't think I have to redo the texture. I think I have to redo the hair strands, which shouldn't be too hard. Do this again. I'm gonna unwrap it a couple times, play around with it, but if I don't get it, then we'll redo it and it'll be fine. We'll redo it, it'll be fine. Project from view, and then I think the straightening the UVs, while it's good, gonna work here. I think I want them all to start right from the top of the gradient and then it goes to the bottom. All right, let's do this all over again. Darn. I just started off badly. All right, so what we'll do is we'll keep the hair main for now. We'll bring back the wireframe. And I'm just gonna use the original hair as reference. We're gonna go over here, hit C for another folder. We're gonna call this hair. We'll bring it into the spooky Monstera. But we'll start creating our hair. The way I'll do it is I will start off with a plane. Rotate on the X. And then we have our UV here. If we put the material on the low poly, we can see material here. I'm gonna line this up right to this corner. So like that, the cursor there, and then we can just scale from there. All good though. What we'll do is we're gonna scale it down. We'll bring this up. See about lining up the hair here. Look at it from a side view. Go. Like the face there. With the face the edge. Do this slowly. Hit E. Maybe we do it in 3 sections. I'm gonna center this, and we're gonna duplicate this. Okay. Keep it simple. We'll do it in 3 parts. This. We'll do proportional editing. Smooth fall off. Be sharp. Maybe 4 pieces. And then we will unwrap. Wait, it doesn't unwrap like. Oh, I see. That's why. We're gonna get these. We're gonna line them up on the X. The. Gonna line them up on the. This all over again, but we're it up the correct way. There we go. Oh, yeah, this on the Y. One rat. Right. How do they do it so easily? Hmm. Go back here. Tough. Okay, so this is a good hair strand. This is a good hair strand as well. It just doesn't look good. Less. This might work. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. All right, let's see. The hair used to be bigger. Duplicate this. Maybe this is the way to do it. I may have to do some research for this, but keep going. Side. Not confident in this at all. Grace. Right. Let's erase some of these edges. The strand way may be the wrong way to go. They need to do the helmets. Maybe. I don't know, man. Losing steam. Losing steam today. Let's solidify. Losing all the steam. Cut this face out. Separate it. Go to head. Find this. Control J. Go. And if we unwrap this, outward mirror here. Before we do the mirror, the right side. Alt S. Taking this out a little bit. Unwrap. V to separate. Yeah. S scale on. Flatten that. We're doing a little losing the steam, so much lost. Okay. This. Let's unclip it. The mirror's making it stick. Get the phase. I don't know about this cheat. Got a flat head. Okay, and then we'll hit L on this. In edit mode. Let's try and see what this looks like. Normal. Kind of working, but not sure. Let's oh, we'll only do here. Flatten. Scale. Bring in the scale. Okay. She looks like there's like watermelons growing from her hands. Oh my god. Ooh. Fix the individual ones. Um, hmm, not liking it. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm calling it soon. Calling it soon. The next 15 minutes. Because I think I need to go offline and figure out what the better way to do this here. I gotta watch some videos again Let me look at the video now. Mirror modifier. They make it look so easy. Oh, all right. Let's try it one more time, and after that, we'll just have to redo it tomorrow. Try again, or we'll do something different tomorrow. Try it one more time. Getting defeated. All right, so let's go here, go to edit mode. We'll do that. 50, hit P by selection, the hair. Go to edit mode. We'll do Shift S, Control S. Oh shit, nope. What is it? Oh, Alt S? What the hell is it? Theorize. Shift Alt S. Alt S. Go. Alt S. Go. Give ourselves be like ology. Wrong order. Dome shape is Oh, all right. And these. I Hmm. Man, I think we're doing okay. I don't know. I just can't get this thing in the back to fade properly. There we go. Around here. I'm not sure here. Think let's bring back the bun, space bun. Go back here. Let me try a different UV. We're gonna call this 01. We'll do another UV. We'll call it 02. I think what I'll do is tomorrow we'll just do one texture for each thing. This deal. Yeah, this is dumb. Deal. Say we're like let me just see something. Business work. Hmm. Missing texture or linked bid. Ugh. All right. We're gonna call it here for now. I'm defeated today. I think I don't like how the hair's turning out, so I'm gonna have to think of different techniques here to figure out how to make this look proper. Appreciate everybody sticking by and watching this low mess that I've made today. But at least we did a lot of the UV stuff. Have to approach his hair a little bit. Do a little bit more studying here. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I hope everybody's a good one. Take care. I'm tired. I hope to see y'all soon. Bye.